Hi guys, hi beautiful people, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is another edition of a bunch of pageant gist. Okay, so I have a lot of gist for you guys today. Yes, two hot gists. Alright, so I'm going to be starting off with the new Miss Earth Nigeria 2025. For some reasons, I don't know why I missed out on this year's pageant. Maybe probably I was busy with the whole Nyekachi issue, okay, with the whole Nyekachi drama, that I forgot that, Miss Earth was going to take place over the weekend, okay. So, yeah, yesterday, a new Miss Earth was crowned, a new Miss Earth Nigeria was crowned. And for some reasons, I feel like this year's winner is so beautiful. Yes, like seriously, I think that it was a well-deserved victory for her. Yeah, so the new Miss Earth is a model and a student pilot, and she's no other person than Divine Nelson, representing Akwa Ibom State. She clinched the crown yesterday, and I think in that particular pageant, she and Miss Anambra, they were the last two standing, and she defeated Anambra State to win the coveted title, and she will be going on to the Philippines later this year to represent Nigeria in the Miss Earth pageant. Okay, so I wish her the best of luck. I feel like this pageant has been so consistent over the years. You guys know that the owner of Miss Earth is Ibinabo Fabrisima, and she has been very consistent in terms of crowning worthy queens. Okay, so this year's pageant was also held in River State, yeah, Port Harcourt to be precise. That has been the host state for Miss Earth Nigeria pageant over the years. Okay, so I feel like this is another beauty queen that is going to continue with the placement streak for Nigeria. You guys know that last year Nigeria Nigeria placed in top 12 in Miss Earth. Okay, so I feel like this year's winner, she's someone that I think she can't fit into the shoes, or she can even do better than our previous than last year's placement. Okay, so I wish her the best of luck. I feel like she's very intelligent, very beautiful, very smart, and for the fact that she won most of the sub competitions during the camping activities, I feel like Miss Earth Nigeria has crowned a worthy winner, okay, this year. So I see her doing very well in the Philippines. All right, so I wish her all the best of luck going on to represent Nigeria. Okay, so I'm going to be following her journey as usual here on my channel. All right, so you guys should support her, give her the much needed support that she needs to do very well in the Miss Earth 2025 pageant. So going on to the next gist that I have for you guys. You guys know that it's no news that Queen Dammy, Damilola Bolarinde, she has applied for this year's Miss Universe Nigeria pageant. And you guys remember that I did a wish list 2 weeks ago, including her. In fact, she was included on my wish list for Miss Universe Nigeria. I'm so happy that she finally got to apply for this year's pageant, although I heard rumors that she was going to come back for this year's pageant. For those of you that don't know, Damilola had participated in MBGN pageant. I think that was in 2021, if I'm not mistaken, but she didn't get to the top 15 position. And that particular year, I don't know the year, but I think that particular year she was actually crowned Miss Lakasera. Okay, that was like a lot of pageant fans were kind of angry because that was more or less like a consolation prize for her, because a lot of persons felt like she would have made the top 15 in that particular pageant. Okay, the defunct MBGN pageant. All right, so you guys know that MBGN is no longer existing. Okay, so we now have Miss Universe Nigeria and Miss World Nigeria separately. Okay, so you guys know that MBGN, they were crowning ladies that went to Miss Universe, Miss Supranational, and Miss World. Okay, so now we have separate pageants for those particular titles. All right, so Damilola is not new to the pageant scene. Okay, aside from contesting under the Silverbird franchise, during the MBGN days, she went on to represent Nigeria in Miss Grand International. Okay, so she went on to win the national title of Miss Grand Nigeria, where she won and went ahead to represent Nigeria in Miss Grand International in 2022. And you guys know that in that particular pageant, she got the top 20 placement, and she did very, very well. In fact, we're thinking that she was going to go ahead, move into the top 10, but she ended up in the top 20 position at Miss Grand International. I think that year the pageant was held in Thailand, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, pageant was held in Thailand, and yes, she's back. She's back into the pageant scene, and a lot of persons are saying that her comeback was the reason why Nyekachi was rejected. And for me, I think that that narrative, for me, in my own opinion, is false. And Nyekachi also responded to pageant fans that were having that that insinuation, that were insinuating that Damilola was the reason why Nyekachi was rejected. She was like, that was not the reason, and pageant fans should stop making assumptions like that. And it was so it caused a lot of commotion on the internet. A lot of fans were furious, and they were like Dammy's inclusion was the main reason why Nyekachi was rejected, because the Silverbird organization, or rather the Miss Universe Nigeria organization, wants to work with Dammy. Okay, they want Dammy to win the pageant. That was why they rejected Nyekachi's application, and they stopped her from competing. Okay, so for me personally, I feel like that was not the reason, but it's okay. It's okay for pageant fans to feel that way, because I feel like Dammy's personality, with Dammy's personality and the fact that she has been, rumors have it that she has been working with the Miss Universe Nigeria organization low-key, and I was like, I don't understand the correlation with her working with the Miss Universe Nigeria organization. Okay, so I don't see any correlation in that regard. I feel like if they were working, it wasn't, I don't know about that, I'm not sure of that information, but I feel like Dammy's inclusion was not the reason why Nyekachi was rejected. Okay, there was no correlation between Dammy's application and Nyekachi's rejection. That's from my own point of view. So for pageant fans that are thinking that way, you guys should have a second thought. Okay, you guys should have a second thought about that. For me, I feel like the organization, like I mentioned, the Miss Universe of Nigeria organization, they have reason why they rejected Nyekachi, which we all know. You guys know that they have an issue, they have a fracas. Okay, so we don't want to talk about that for now, since Nyekachi has not really come out to say the reason why she was rejected. But according to what she said, they didn't give her any reason, but we all know the reason why. Okay, but I still feel like there's no correlation between Damilola's inclusion and Nyekachi's rejection. Okay, from my own standpoint, from my own point of view, there is no I don't see any correlation. I don't see any correlation between Damilola's inclusion and Nyekachi's rejection. Okay, so you guys should just take a chill pill. Okay, you guys should calm down. Pageant fans, please calm down. Okay, I know you guys are angry, I know you guys are furious with what happened to Nyekachi, but at the same time, let us understand that it's a win-win for everybody. I feel like this rejection is a redirection for Nyekachi. Okay, she should apply for other pageants. Okay, I think that is what I think. You should see this as a redirection to other pageants. All right. So for Damilola, a lot of pageant fans have thrown their support for her, because they feel like she is our best bet to win the coveted Miss Universe Nigeria crown. It's our best bet to win the coveted Miss Universe Nigeria pageant and go on to represent us in Miss Universe, because they feel like she has all the qualities, and she's the only person that can put up a fight, okay, at Miss Universe. All right. So what do you guys think about this about this development? For me, I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to just sit back and watch how the whole event is going to unfold at Miss Universe Nigeria this year, because I know that there's a lot of other beautiful girls that applied for the pageant. So by the time we get to see the finalists, after the screening process is over, by the time I get to see the finalists, okay, I would now determine if Damilola has a chance. But for now, she's just the number one favorite of some pageant fans. All right. Okay guys, we've come to the end of this video. If you like my content, if you watched up to this point, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in my next video coming up very soon. Bye.